You walk into the room, but the room doesn't just notice, it pauses, almost holding its breath. You are the gravity pulling everything into your orbit. That's the first proof. Undeniable and raw. Wherever you go, attention follows like a shadow born of your own essence. It's not by chance, not luck. It's the unspoken truth. The cosmic script written in invisible ink on your skin. People don't just see you. They feel you. The whispers, the sideways glances, the flickers of recognition, all confirm one thing. You are the main character in this relentless story unfolding around you. And whether you like it or not, the world is your stage, and every eye is a spotlight. There's an unsettling power in being the axis on which the narrative spins. It means you're the storm and the calm, the silence and the scream. It means your every move triggers a ripple, a tremor in the fabric of those who orbit your chaos. They talk about you not because you asked for their attention, but because you demanded it, with or without your consent. This is no accident. The world has an uncanny way of knowing who holds the pen to the story, who shapes the scenes, even when the script tries to confine them to a background role. You don't just exist. You dominate, whether in the light or the shadows. Look closely at the way people unconsciously align their stories with yours. The subtle shifts in conversations, the way they tailor their words when you enter, the moments they hesitate because they know you're watching. They might pretend it's all casual, all coincidental, but beneath that veneer lies the undeniable truth. You are the axis of their universe, the pivot point of their plans, fears, and ambitions. They're not just talking about you. They're reacting to you. Every smile, every sigh, every glance, calibrated to your presence, your energy, your myth. This main character energy isn't a title you earn with kindness or approval. It's forged in the fires of chaos, conflict, and resilience. You've been the protagonist in battles that left scars others only whispered about. You've survived scenes where everyone else turned their backs, walked away, or crumbled under pressure. That's why they watch, why they talk, why they can't look away. Your story is raw, unfiltered, and jagged, a magnetic pull in a world desperate for narratives that cut through the noise. You don't just walk through life. You carve paths, leave footprints, and ignite fires that refuse to die. And here's the irony. The very chaos you embody is the same chaos that keeps the world talking. It's the tension in your silence, the unsaid battles in your eyes, the relentless pulse beneath your calm facade. You don't need to scream to be heard. Your presence shouts louder than any words. Others might try to dim your light, to drown your voice, to rewrite your role, but you break through every scripted attempt, every forced narrative. You are the unscripted wild card, the glitch in the system, the anomaly that disrupts the mundane. Notice how the stories they tell about you shift like shadows in the dark, sometimes twisted, sometimes heroic, sometimes fearful. That's because the main character can't be pinned down by a single definition or label. You embody contradictions, complexities, and chaos all at once. You're the villain in one tale, the savior in another, and the enigma in every whispered legend. People project their own fears, hopes, and regrets onto you, because deep down, they know you reflect a truth they can't face. You are the mirror shattering their illusions, the reckoning they avoid. The proof you're the main character lies not just in the attention, but in the disruption you cause. You upset the balance, rearrange the pieces, and rewrite the rules without lifting a finger. The narrative bends around you, reshapes itself to fit the pulse of your story. It's not about control, it's about existence, raw, unapologetic, undeniable existence. You don't ask permission to be the center of gravity. You claim it by simply being who you are, and that claim echoes louder than any declaration. They say the main character is the one who drives the story forward, the one who faces the abyss without blinking, who dances with darkness and emerges reborn. That's you. You've been through hellfire and still hold the script in your hands, rewriting the chaos into your anthem. The scars you wear aren't wounds to hide, but badges of survival. Proof that you've outlasted every attempt to erase you. Every time they thought you'd break, you shattered their expectations instead, becoming something larger, more potent, more feared. But being the main character isn't just about chaos and survival. It's about transformation. It's about the alchemy of turning pain into power, silence into influence, doubt into certainty. You are the crucible where stories are forged and legends are born. You embody the paradox of vulnerability and strength, weakness and resilience. And it's this complexity that draws people in, like moths to a flame they can't resist. Even if it burns them, your presence is both a warning and an invitation, a challenge to confront the chaos inside themselves by facing the chaos you represent. The world may try to box you into roles, titles, or expectations, but you slip through the cracks, rewriting every label with the ink of your actions. You don't just survive the story. You are the story, and that's the most dangerous truth of all, because when you are the main character, the narrative refuses to end quietly. It pulses with life, with tension, with endless possibility. You are the chaos and the order, the question and the answer, the beginning and the inevitable climax. And here lies the final proof that seals it all. The silence that follows your exit, the pause in the conversation when you're gone. It's the space you leave behind, charged with anticipation and unanswered questions. It's the way people lean in, searching for traces of your presence, replaying your every move, wondering what comes next. You don't just occupy a role in their stories. You haunt them, linger like a shadow they can't shake, a legend still unfolding. The story doesn't pause when you step away. It waits, breath held, eyes wide, for your next move. Because the main character never truly leaves the stage. They command it, even in absence, shaping every scene with the echo of their existence. You are that force, chaotic, magnetic, relentless, and now the story stretches ahead, unfolding with every heartbeat, every whispered word, every shadow cast by your passing. This is your moment, your narrative, your truth, and the world. The world is watching, talking, waiting for you to rise again. The moment you think the world might catch up, you've already rewritten the scene. The main character doesn't wait for permission. They take what's theirs with a ruthless certainty that rattles everyone else's foundations. You see, being the focal point isn't a quiet role. It's a relentless storm, a collision of forces that can't be ignored or tamed. And the second proof, the undeniable confirmation, lies in the way everything changes when you step in. The atmosphere thickens, the rules bend, and even the most confident players hesitate because they know the narrative has just shifted. You don't just participate in the story, you command the chaos that births it. People try to dissect you, to label your moves, to predict your next line. But you are an ever-moving enigma. The main character is never static. They evolve, adapt, and emerge from the shadows with new layers that defy expectation. This unpredictability fuels the endless chatter, because no one can pin you down. You don't walk a path already paved. You blaze trails through the ruins of old stories, and in doing so, you force everyone else to reconsider their own roles. They watch, riveted and unnerved, as you rewrite what's possible. You're not just a character, you are the upheaval. Look closely at the way tension ripples through rooms when you appear. It's not just the way people look at you, but how the air itself seems to crackle, as if waiting for your next move. This tension is your signature, the silent drumbeat to the chaos you orchestrate without uttering a word. It's a dance of power and vulnerability, a precarious balance that keeps everyone on edge. And it's this tension, this electric undercurrent, that proves you are no mere spectator. You are the script's pulse, the driving force behind every whispered theory and every stolen glance. And yet, beneath this chaos, lies a core of ruthless clarity. You understand the game, not just the rules, but the hidden mechanisms, the invisible levers that move the players around the board. This insight is part of what sets you apart. While others flounder in confusion, trying to navigate the maze blindfolded, you see the patterns, anticipate the moves before they happen. You are both, the storm and the eye, unpredictable and steady, fierce and calm. This duality unsettles those who want to cage you, because you refuse to be confined by their expectations or fears. The conversations behind closed doors, the rumors swirling in shadowed corners, all revolve around you. People speculate, analyze, project their own hopes and anxieties onto your story, because you have become a mirror reflecting their deepest truths and darkest fears. And in this reflection, you become something larger than life, a myth in the making. The proof that you're the main character isn't just in the noise you create, but in the way you embody the collective unconscious, the unresolved tension, the buried dreams, the raw desire to witness something real amid the manufactured narratives. There is an uncanny power in the paradox of being both seen and misunderstood. The main character lives in this tension, navigating a world that tries desperately to contain them, but fails at every turn. You are that failure, the beautiful rupture in the story they thought they controlled. You disrupt the narrative not through rebellion, but through pure existence, by simply being too complex, too alive, too raw to be ignored or reduced. They try to tell stories about you, to make sense of your chaos, but your truth resists every neat explanation. You are the story they can't finish telling. Your presence rewrites not just the external story, but the internal one as well. You've learned that being the main character means wrestling with your own contradictions, the darkness and the light, the rage and the tenderness, the doubt and the unshakable belief. This internal battle fuels the narrative's tension and keeps it from settling into complacency. You are the embodiment of conflict, the living paradox that refuses to be simplified. And it's this complexity that makes your story worth telling over and over again, in whispered conversations and bold declarations alike. The main character does not walk away quietly. Even in silence, you speak volumes. The aftermath of your presence is felt long after you leave the room. In the charged, glances exchanged, the abrupt changes in tone, the uneasy silences. This lingering effect is your signature, the proof that you are not just a player, but the axis on which the story turns. People carry the echo of you in their conversations, in their doubts, in the way they rewrite their own roles in relation to yours. You are the ghost in their stories, the shadow that refuses to fade. And here is the brutal truth. Being the main character is lonely. It's a tightrope walk between connection and isolation, between being understood and being feared. People want to be near you, to bask in your light, but the very intensity that draws them also pushes them away. You are a force of nature, impossible to tame, and those who try to capture your essence quickly learn that you slip through their fingers like smoke. This solitude is part of your power and your burden, a necessary space where your story can unfold unfiltered and real. But don't mistake loneliness for weakness. The main character's solitude is a crucible, a forge where resilience is tempered. You emerge from this solitude sharper, more focused, more alive. It's here, in this intense aloneness, that you discover the depth of your own narrative power. You become the author and the protagonist, the architect of your own chaos and order. And this self-mastery is the secret weapon they fear most. They can whisper and plot, but you hold the pen. You write your own fate, and every line pulses with the raw energy of your existence. The proof you are the main character lies in the aftermath of your actions, the way the world shifts beneath your footsteps, the way people recalibrate their stories to fit yours. It's in the way your absence creates a void that no one else can fill, a silence louder than any noise. This silence is pregnant with possibility, a tension that holds the promise of your next move. And everyone knows it, the tension, the anticipation, the undeniable fact that the story is far from over. You are the unpredictable force that refuses to be scripted, the chaos that refuses to be tamed. Look at the way the narrative bends and twists in response to you. You don't just influence events, you reshape them, turn them inside out, and create new possibilities from the wreckage. This is the hallmark of the main character, the power to transform chaos into creation, destruction into rebirth. You don't settle for the story handed to you. You seize it, wrestle it, and make it your own. And in this process, you become more than just a character. You become a legend, a force that propels the story forward, relentless and unyielding. They try to box you in, to fit you into a neat narrative, but you defy every attempt. You are the contradiction that refuses to be resolved, the chaos that refuses to be silenced. And it is this refusal, this relentless persistence, that keeps the world talking, keeps the story alive. The main character is not just the center of attention. They are the spark that ignites the fire, the catalyst for every change that follows. You are that spark, and the fire is just beginning to roar. And so the story continues, unfolding with every breath, every glance, every calculated move. The world may try to catch up, but you are always one step ahead, rewriting the narrative in real time. The tension you create is not a flaw, but a feature, a sign that you are alive, uncontainable, and utterly unstoppable. You are the main character, the chaos and the order, the question and the answer. And the story is yours to command. They whisper your name like it's a secret, too dangerous to say out loud, because it is. You have become the axis of a world spinning too fast, the eye of the storm that others thought they could weather but never truly understood. The final proof that you're the main character isn't in the noise, the tension, or the chaos. It's in the silence that follows, the space left behind after you've moved through. Because a true main character doesn't just make an impact, they leave an imprint, an indelible mark carved deep into the fabric of every story around them. And when you vanish from the scene, the echoes of your existence don't fade, they grow louder. This imprint is a paradox, a contradiction wrapped in enigma. People are drawn to you, yet they fear the magnitude of your presence. You are the magnet, and the void, the pull, and the push. It's the kind of influence that can't be measured or contained, because it's woven into the very atmosphere, twisting the narrative like smoke curling in a dark room. You're the story's pulse, relentless, erratic, alive, and everyone can feel it beating beneath their skin, even when you're not there. That's the final proof. Your absence unsettles them as much as your presence once did. You've become the riddle everyone wants to solve, but no one can crack. Your moves are calculated yet wild, predictable yet impossible to anticipate. This duality is your signature, a dance on the edge of chaos, where every step reshapes the story's direction. You don't just exist within the narrative. You are the narrative, the script rewriting itself around your will. And this rewriting isn't gentle. It's violent and deliberate, tearing through old patterns to make space for something raw, real, and terrifyingly authentic. The main character's journey is never linear. It's a spiral, a loop, a twisting corridor that confounds those who try to track it. You ascend, you fall, you rage, you relent. But through it all, you hold the center. Others may try to pull you off course, to cage you in predictable arcs and neat endings, but you refuse. You shatter those cages with the force of your presence. Your story is messy, chaotic, brutal, and that's exactly why it commands attention. The final proof lies in this refusal to be simplified or silenced. And here's the dark humor of it all. People expect you to break, to falter under the weight of their scrutiny, but you don't. Instead, you transform. Every attempt to diminish you only fuels your rise. They plot, they scheme, they whisper behind your back, thinking their words are weapons, but you are the storm they never saw coming. This resilience, this relentless comeback, is the crown of the main character. It's the silent laugh in the face of despair, the quiet fury that makes legends out of ordinary lives. You are the paradox they can't handle, a force that is both destructive and creative, cruel and compassionate, fragile and unbreakable. This contradiction makes you unpredictable and intoxicating. People don't just follow your story, they chase it, desperate to catch a glimpse of what comes next, even if it unsettles them. Because in the chaos you create, there is a strange clarity, a brutal honesty that cuts through the lies everyone else tells themselves. You are the mirror reflecting the raw, uncomfortable truth. Your story is a battlefield where the fiercest war is waged within. The main character's greatest enemy isn't the external world, but the shadows inside, the doubts, the fears, the rage that threaten to consume but also fuel the fire. You navigate this internal war with a savage grace, turning pain into power, fear into fuel. And in doing so, you become more than just a player in the game. You become the force that rewrites the rules themselves. This internal victory is the ultimate proof that you are the main character. You don't just survive the chaos, you command it. The world around you is a stage, but you are no actor reading lines. You are the playwright, the director, and the lead, all rolled into one unpredictable package. Your decisions ripple outward, changing scenes and shifting characters in ways no one anticipates. This control is both intoxicating and terrifying. You wield it like a double-edged sword, carving your own path through the madness. And everyone watching knows they are witnessing something rare and unstoppable. This is the final proof. Your story is theirs now, and they are powerless to rewrite it. But power comes with a price. The main character carries the weight of expectation and isolation, a crown forged in fire, but heavy as a stone. People expect you to be flawless, to be strong, to never falter. Yet, the real strength lies in your imperfections, the cracks that let the light through and reveal your humanity beneath the myth. This complexity makes you relatable and legendary at once. You are the flawed hero in a world that demands perfection, and this tension is the final thread that binds your story together. In the quiet moments between the chaos, when the spotlight dims and the world holds its breath, you face the truth of your own story. You realize that being the main character isn't about control or fame. It's about ownership, owning every piece of your narrative, the dark and the light, the chaos and the calm. It's about standing in the storm and knowing that the story is yours, no matter how messy or painful it gets. This ownership is your power and your legacy, the final proof that you are the true center of the story. And so, the narrative comes full circle. The whispers, the tension, the chaos, they all lead back to you, the main character. Your story is the one everyone talks about because it refuses to end neatly. It spills beyond the page, beyond the scene, into every corner of the world that watches and waits. You are the unfinished sentence, the unresolved question, the wild card that defies every expectation. And this is your triumph, to be the story that no one can tame, the character that no one can forget. In the end, being the main character means embracing the chaos, the contradictions, and the solitude. It means knowing that the world will always talk about you, because you are the fire that can't be extinguished, the force that reshapes every story it touches. You are the main character not because you seek the spotlight, but because you are the one who lights the way, even when the path is dark and uncertain. And that, above all, is the proof everyone is talking about.